Hey guys, good morning. So today, happy Monday. We are talking about the Johnson Presidency from 1963 to 1968. So we know what happens, and we can tell by this newspaper article here um, the reason that Lyndon B. Johnson is sworn in as president on the plane. So Kennedy is killed by a sniper as he rides in car in Dallas. Johnson is sworn in on the plane on the way home. The nation is basically shocked when Kennedy is assassinated in Dallas. Vice President Lyndon B. Johnson becomes the next president. Now, Johnson tries to have the most far-ranging social legislation program since the New Deal, with Roosevelt, obviously. Johnson's goal was to turn the nation into a great society. And he was going to do this by opening up opportunities and improving the quality of life for all Americans. Here are some of the Great Society programs. The Economic Opportunity Act created the Job Corps, VISTA, and other programs to fight the war on poverty. Fighting poverty was a big theme throughout Johnson's Great Society. The Tax Reduction Act cut income tax rates. The Civil Rights Act outlawed discrimination. The Wilderness Preservation Act, Elementary and Secondary Education Act, Social Security Amendments, voting rights, the Omnibus Housing Act, the Water Quality Act, Clean Air Act amendments, Higher Education Act, National Traffic and Motor Vehicle Safety Acts, Air Quality Acts. All of these are Johnson's domestic policy aims to make America a great society, as he calls it. Changes in immigration policy happened during the Johnson administration too. The post-war, World War II, McCarran-Walter Act, this is 1952, had kept immigration quotas at 1920s levels. The Immigration Act of 1965 aimed to be less biased than that. So the Immigration Act of 1965, passed under Johnson, got rid of the quota system that gave preference, and this new system gives preference to people who maybe have family here already. The Immigration Act of 1965 also introduced limits on immigration from the Western Hemisphere. So Johnson wins this election by a landslide. In 1964, Barry Goldwater, a senator from Arizona, won the Republican nomination for president. Goldwater helped to revive conservatism at a time when it seemed out of fashion. Goldwater called for a tough stance dealing with the Soviets. He opposed armed control talks with them. He attacked President Johnson's Great Society programs and claimed that they were extending the reach of the federal government too far into our lives. But despite Johnson's Great Society programs, many Americans still remained in poverty. The cost of the Vietnam War eventually forced Johnson to withdraw much of the funding from these domestic programs. Because of growing divisions in the nation over this war, the Vietnam War, Johnson did not seek another term as president in 1968. So the Great Society, although Johnson is very well intended to solve a lot of these domestic issues in the United States, the cost of the Vietnam War is going to derail his plans for a great society. Anyway, thank you for listening this morning, guys. Have a good day.